When these four things are in place, we are squarely in the center of our accountability zone. When we're in our accountability zone, that's when we achieve those amazing things. In the time that we have today, what we're going to talk about is how to make accountability our competitive advantage. We're going to talk about the 4 phases of accountability. We're going to talk about the 3 negative effects that making excuses has. And then we're going to talk about the 5 proactive accountabilities. This is at the core of everything with regards to making accountability our competitive advantage. You know, Michael mentioned the book that I wrote, No More Excuses. And in writing that book, I had the opportunity to interview over 50 accountability masters from around the world. And what I found, that to the very last one, they all had these 5 things in place. These were the things that were driving them. These were the things that led to their success. And that's what we're going to share today. So the 4 phases of accountability, and you can follow along in your note-taking device as well. The first phase of accountability is it starts with understanding what our values are. When we understand what our values are, then we can build on that self-esteem. Because what happens is we create that value statement. That's who we are. You see, our mind can only process one thought at a time. But the good news is we get to choose what that thought is. We get to program what our mind thinks. When you boil your value statement down to those 3 values and you plug that into your head and you say, that's what I stand for. Integrity, respect, significance, pride, honesty, whatever it is. And you say that to yourself, that's what you believe. It's not just a target for someplace you want to be. It is where you are now. And when your mind accepts that and your belief in yourself goes up, then it becomes easier to be accountable to ourselves. And then when we're accountable to ourselves, what we believe in and what we stand for, our accountability to other people jumps tenfold because we're able to deliver at a much more significant level. So the first phase is the accountability we hold ourselves to ourselves. I want you to go back to where we started. I want you to look at those values that you wrote down. I want you to think about it a little bit more. There's no way that in a 5-minute exercise you're going to create the value statement that you're going to live with long term. You might have to review this 3, 4, 5 times. It might be that you create it and a month down the line you realize that something needs to be tweaked. But create that value statement. Look at what values that are at your very essence and core, because your decisions will change. Your decisions will become easier. You will have clarity. Determine 1 personal and 1 professional strategic intent. 1 personal and 1 professional strategic intent. Now, this is just within the first week. This is just the start. I don't want you thinking about all 5 accountabilities. I want you focused on doing the right things consistently. Because I know if you start there, then you can stack the other ones on.